Hello Galactic family. Many of us today are interested in keeping our bodies flexible and adequate, but how many of us are interested in developing neuroplasticity? What does it mean to have a flexible mind? What is neuroplasticity? Watch your own mind for a few minutes. What do you think? Is your mind flexible and open, or is it full of thoughts and stuck in the patterns and habits of everyday life? Flexibility is everywhere in nature. It is the same quality, whether it is found in a plant, a building, a human body or in a human mind. Flexibility is the ability to adapt, be willing to change, open, bend, and respond with sensitivity. It is the opposite of stiffness. A rigid mind is full of fixed habits and strong opinions about what is right and wrong, good and bad, intelligent and stupid, just and unjust, etc. A flexible mind is open to new ways of seeing the world. It is not undermined by the standards imposed by society. Spiritual traditions value mental flexibility for our well-being and evolution. It is not difficult to understand, because it is through the mind that we observe life focused on the heart. The spiritual journey of the heart is full of wonders, leading us to a vast inner universe. There is no room for rigidity when venturing into the unknown. Neuroplasticity and emptiness. In Zen Buddhism, he is called Shoshin, original mind or beginner's mind. Zen master Shunryu Suzuki says if your mind is empty, you are always ready for anything. It is open to everything. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert there are few. He also says, people who know the state of emptiness will always be able to dissolve their problems by constancy. What is constancy? Maybe it's the ability to cheerfully accept things as they are, with a soft, open mind. It is also this unchanging and unchanging basis of fluidity. Suzuki also says it is the availability of the mind that is wisdom. Wisdom is not something to be learned. Wisdom comes from your mindfulness. So the goal is to be ready to observe things and be ready to think. This is called the emptiness of your mind. Mexican shamans understand the same principle. They try to turn off the inner conversation, the mindless inner conversation of the mind. Carlos Castaneda writes, "We talk incessantly about our world. In fact, we keep our world with our inner talk. And whenever we finish talking about ourselves and our world, the world is always the way it should be. We renew it, revive it with life, we defend it with our inner talk. Not only that, but we also choose our ways as we talk to ourselves. So we repeat the same choices over and over again until the day we die, because we keep repeating the same inner talk over and over until the day we die. A warrior is aware of this and strives to stop his inner talk. What causes neuroplasticity? We clean our house, our car, our clothes and our body, so that they do not become more and more dirty. Imagine a house where a family has lived for 30 years and has never been cleaned. Yet how many of us cleanse our minds? Do we remove the mental patterns we accumulate through our senses, our emotions, our reactions and attitudes towards the world? Imagine all the past experiences and emotions that have accumulated throughout our lives. As they accumulate, form patterns, we become increasingly rigid and inflexible. It is difficult to change unless we strive to remove this rubble. When we are born we are innocent, open and flexible. As babies, we are like the clean and painted canvas of a painter, full of potential. Parthasarathi Rajagopalanachari says, watching the little children growing around me, I have nothing but admiration and a feeling of tremendous gratitude for the incredible rapidity with which they discard memories of people, places and things. He also says, "For me, spirituality is no more than becoming like a child, because the ego is what is associated with becoming adult. If the mind is empty, it is always ready for anything. It is open to everything. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert there are few." He describes this openness and flexibility of the mind as being the wonder in the eyes of a child. All that she sees is wonderful. Is it wonderful the things we see, or the way we look at things? Wonder is the way yogis have always observed the world and developed their philosophy of life, based on practical experience. As we grow, we learn values from our society and our family. We learn what is right and wrong. As childhood grows into adulthood, we become more and more ingrained in our path, creatures of habit. When we are confronted with new situations, we resist change. When we meet someone who is different from us, we react with prejudice or discrimination. We think we are right and others are wrong, or we are better than them. We are not flexible and open unless we do something to reverse the accumulation of limiting habits.